Hi, today I'd like to talk about this pen. This is a Franklin Christoph Model 20. The finish, the acrylic, is called translucent bronze, and this pen slash model slash acrylic color is exclusive to a fountain pen shop here in Toronto called Wonderpens. They're good friends of mine, me and my wife's. They're really nice to deal with. If you're ever in Toronto and you're interested in fountain pens, go check them out. I'm not sponsored, but they're just really good to us. Um, so they have the exclusive to this particular model and color. So if you're interested, I'll put a link to their website in the description so you can go check them out. Just very cool. It's got kind of a champagne-y, slightly brownish tint to the plastic that you can't really see unless you look for it. It's got this really cool finish where it's rough inside and very smooth outside, very nice to handle, nice to write with. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the parts of the pen, do the ratings out of 5, rating the design, the comfort, and the writing experience, and then do a writing sample, and then we're going to be done. So let's go look at the parts of the pen. Okay, so these are the parts of the pen. Let's start with the cap. So up at top we have the Franklin Christoph calligraphy F with the 1, 2, 3, 4 diamonds underneath. Not really getting caught in the light, but it's just kind of etched into the plastic. Now this finial screws off because I got the clipless version. I think that the clip just kind of pops in there and sits and gets sucked down by this. So in retrospect, maybe I should have got the clipped one and then I could have made my choice of taking off. But I'm actually happy with the non-clipped one. And you come down and you can see the kind of smoked clear plastic there. It's got kind of a brownish smoke, which is being picked up in the video, which is nice. This is called champagne. I can't remember the name of this acrylic. It's champagne something. Kind of got a brownish tinge. And then it's got kind of the roughened look going down and these series of lines here. I'll get those in a second. Then around the edge, Franklin Christoph 20, because this is the Model 20, which is kind of cool. Now these little lines in there, it's because this isn't a screw top, it's just a clutch cap, but it's got no mechanism there, no pinching. It's just the pressure of the section meeting with the plastic here, and I think that that's what these lines are. That's where they're catching, which is interesting. I've never seen a top attached quite like that. It's not clipping down here. It doesn't look like it's clipping up in there. Very cool. Franklin Christoph always has something interesting about their pens. Then we get the body, and it's, I'm actually going to pull this out, so I'm going to look at it this way. So you can see the cool nature of this pen. So it's incredibly smooth out here. There's none of this roughness on the outside. It's all inside. It looks like, and I imagine they put a some sort of sandblaster in there and sprayed it. And that's why this part here, where it's non-hollow, has the clearness to it. And it's just clear. So it kind of looks like almost like the top of that Mont Blanc pen that has the Mont Blanc floating in it. Fair number of threads there, as you can see when I was taking it off. And one of the reasons why he does that is because all of his pens are designed so they can be used as an eyedropper pen. If you are going to use this pen as an eyedropper, I would say to make sure that you really rinse out this body, because maybe you can see there's some slight flecks, white flecks on the mechanism there. That's from the plastic, the acrylic that was knocked loose when they made that finish. And you don't want that getting in your pen. So just wash it out. And it'll be fine, because he did design to be like that. And you can just see it's really kind of a cool finish. I like it a lot. And this is an exclusive finish and acrylic for Wonderpens here in Toronto. So if you want it, you actually have to order it from them or go to their shop. Now there's a slight line there, and that's so that when you cap the pen, it will cap really securely. So you actually have to remove it just like you would the top. Put that in, fair number of threads, getting that in there, as you can see. And because it's clear, you can see the standard cartridge converter inside there, and then the ink kind of flopping around, and then if you didn't have the nib, you just see the ink if you had it as an eyedropper. Then you have a section, which is an hourglass, which is my favorite. It's got a little notch there, and then it goes in, it goes back out. Very smooth, very nice. To me, this is a great size for a pen. Some people might find it a little bit thin if you use really big pens, but I like it a lot. And then you can also cap it. Comes a little bit longer, still not top heavy at all. It's not a heavy pen in any way. Acrylic's not very expensive, not very heavy, and yeah, so it's really comfortable. I don't normally do that, but say if I'm making a quick note where I'm at work or something, and I don't have two hands free, I'll post it like that. And we have the nib. The nib is a Franklin Christoph nib, steel nib. It's got some scroll work and a Franklin Christoph F in there. This one's a broad. I think it says B down below in there. And it's just really a really nice nib. Franklin Christoph nibs are really smooth to write with. They tune and polish every single one by hand before they send them out, and you can tell. Really nice nib. I like it a lot. Anyways, those are the parts of the pen. I'll give you the ratings next, and then we'll do the writing sample, and then we'll be done. Okay, so those are the parts of the pen. Let's give this pen some ratings out of 5. So for design, I'm going to give this pen a 4.5. I like it a lot. I think it looks really good. I think that the color is interesting. It was a good choice by John and Liz. I think they had some choices between a few different ones before they chose this one. I like that it's clipless. I like that you can get one with a clip. I wish I got one with a clip now, so now I know that you can just take it off, but I'm happy as it is. I think that the finish is interesting. The pebble inside, the smooth outside is nice. The the clip cap on one of these like kind of small run pens is interesting. I like the way that they figured that out. Design-wise, I like it a lot. For comfort, I give this pen a 4.5 out of 5. Very comfortable, fits in my hand nicely. Love the hourglass shape to the section. Weight is really good. Even posted, the weight's really good. So yeah, 4.5 out of 5. And writing experience, I give it a 5. Super smooth, a joy to write with. Once you start writing with it, you just kind of want to keep going and going and going. So those are the ratings. I really like the pen. So what I'm going to do next is a writing sample, and then we'll be done. Alright, so let's do a writing sample. So this is the Franklin Christoph Model 20 with a broad nib, and the ink is Mont Blanc golden yellow, which is interesting because the yellow ink that you can actually see when you write with it, which is nice because yellow inks tend to be a little pale. It's still a little bit pale, but at least it's showing up. Alright, so let's do a writing sample. So the Quick Brown Fox went to Wonderpens in Toronto and got a Model 20. So this nib is a joy to write with. Incredibly smooth, glides across the paper. It's not the wettest nib I've ever had, which is fine. I may wet it up a little bit, but maybe not, I don't know. It's not like super juicy, but it's just this nice steady flow. Yeah, it's a reasonably wet writer, but not so wet that you can't read what you're writing. It just writes really smoothly. I guess they tune every single nib on the way out of their factory, and you can tell it's really great. Now let's write some fast writing. No problem there. Keeps up, no hard starts, really nice. You can squeeze out a tiny little bit of flex, but not really, and it's not really what this pen's for. I don't miss it when I don't have it here. Absolutely fine, just nice to write with. So, as I said earlier, this pen finish combination is exclusive to a shop here in Toronto. If they have any left when you see this, they'll be online. Hopefully they'll get some more. I was lucky enough to get this out of the first batch they got, and they were running out really quickly when I did, so I was really happy to get this, and I'm happy because I've been actually meaning to get a Franklin Christoph for a long time. They're not the cheapest pens, but you can see why when you write with them. One, they look really cool. Two, they always have something interesting, some sort of interesting closing mechanism or filling mechanism or something going on. They're always trying new acrylics or different kinds of finishes. And yeah, everything about this really makes me happy. I'm really glad to own it. And if you get a chance, you should try to pick one up yourself. So, that is it for today. Thanks for watching. And if you like the video, feel free to subscribe, to like the like button. There's lots of videos have it to come, lots of videos already on there. Until then, thanks for watching and goodbye.